Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow dreamers, each day is a blank page, a new chance to build, improve, and take one more step toward the person you want to become. Success isn't built in a day, but it is built daily. The key lies not in grand gestures, but in small, consistent actions that compound over time. Today, I want to share with you 10 things you must work on every single day to become the best version of yourself, not just for personal gain, but to uplift everyone around you. 1. Your mind. Feed it, challenge it, protect it. Your mind is your command center. Everything you do, feel, or achieve begins with a thought. That's why the very first thing you must work on every single day is your mind. Too many people wake up and immediately feed their minds with chaos, scrolling through negative news, social media drama, or mindless entertainment. They unknowingly allow their mental space to be hijacked before they've even had a moment to think for themselves. But your mind is sacred ground. It needs to be fed with intention. Start your day by reading something that expands your thinking. It doesn't have to be a full book, just a page, an article, a quote, or a few minutes of an audiobook. Read biographies of great people, ideas that stretch your beliefs, or lessons from history that guide your future. Challenge yourself to think critically. Don't just accept what you're told. Ask questions, research, compare viewpoints. A lazy mind is a dangerous mind, and in a world full of noise and misinformation, the ability to think clearly is a superpower. Feed your creativity too. Journal your thoughts. Take time to reflect. Sit in silence sometimes and let your mind wander. Not to escape, but to imagine, to solve problems, to innovate, and most importantly, protect your mind. What you allow in, whether it's the conversations you entertain, the media you consume, or the people you surround yourself with, shapes your mindset. Be ruthless about filtering out negativity, gossip, fear-mongering, and anything that clouds your clarity. You don't have to know everything, but you must be a lifelong learner. Growth is mental first, and every day you skip the gym for your brain, you lose an edge. Remember, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Master your thoughts, and you begin to master your life. 2. Your body. Move it, fuel it, respect it. Your body is the vessel through which you experience life. Every goal, every dream, every relationship, every moment depends on this one physical form carrying you through. That's why your health, your strength, and your physical energy are non-negotiable priorities every single day. We often take our bodies for granted until something goes wrong, until we're too tired to focus, too sick to work, or too weak to enjoy the things we love. But the truth is, your body is always talking to you. The question is, are you listening? Start by moving your body daily. You don't have to be an athlete or hit the gym for hours. Just move, stretch, walk, breathe deeply. Get your blood flowing. Your body was built to move, not sit hunched over a screen for 12 hours a day. Even 15 to 30 minutes of intentional movement each day can drastically improve your energy, focus, and mood. Next, fuel your body with respect. What you put in your mouth becomes your energy, your immunity, your skin, your brain function. Junk in, junk out. Eating isn't just about taste or convenience. It's about long-term vitality. Hydrate often. Choose real foods. Eat mindfully. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. Sleep is another form of nutrition. Rest is not weakness. It's repair. While the world praises hustle and grind, your body needs time to reset. Sleep sharpens your mind, heals your muscles, and balances your emotions. Lack of it slowly erodes everything you're trying to build. And don't forget the connection between your body and your emotions. Anxiety, stress, depression, they don't just live in your head. They live in your posture, your gut, your nervous system. When you move your body, you often release what your heart has been holding on to. Working on your body every day is not about vanity. It's about vitality. It's about showing up as your strongest, clearest, most energized self. When your body feels good, everything feels more possible. Your productivity increases, your confidence rises, your resilience multiplies. You only get one body for your entire life. There are no upgrades, no replacements. You can't lead, build, or thrive from a broken shell. So move it, strengthen it, fuel it, respect it. 3. Your discipline, the bridge between dreams and reality. If motivation is the spark, discipline is the engine. It's what keeps you moving long after the excitement fades. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but very few stay committed for months or years. That's what separates those who wish from those who achieve. Every day, you must work on your discipline because it doesn't come naturally. It is built like a muscle. And just like a muscle, if you don't train it regularly, it gets weak. You cannot rely on how you feel because feelings are inconsistent. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Wake up on time even when the bed feels warm. Show up to your goals even when you're tired. Say no to temptations that steal your time, your health, your peace. Discipline is what keeps you from scrolling for hours, procrastinating on your purpose, or falling back into comfort when pressure rises. Discipline is the voice inside you that says, keep going, this matters. It shows up in the small things, when you choose water over soda, a workout over the couch, a book over the endless reel of distractions. It shows up when you focus on your work instead of multitasking into chaos. It shows up when you finish what you start. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Discipline requires sacrifice. It means delaying pleasure for something greater. It means giving up the good now for the great later. But every disciplined decision you make adds a brick to the foundation of your future. Remember, talent is nothing without discipline. Intelligence, creativity, ambition, none of it matters if you can't consistently apply effort. And no, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You won't always want to do the hard things, but that's exactly why you must. Discipline is freedom in disguise. When you master yourself, you stop being a slave to moods, urges, and distractions. You create momentum. You build trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself to follow through, your confidence soars. Work on your discipline daily. Build small routines. Hold yourself accountable. Keep your promises to yourself. 4. Your goals. Define them. Chase them. Refine them. Your goals are the compass of your life. They give direction to your actions, meaning to your days, and structure to your efforts. Without clear goals, you're like a ship at sea with no destination, drifting, reacting, and hoping the wind will carry you somewhere good. But hope is not a strategy. That's why you must work on your goals every single day, not just set them once and forget. Goals are not wishes. They are targets backed by action, shaped by intention, and refined by reflection. Start by getting crystal clear about what you want. Vague goals produce vague results. Don't just say, I want to be successful or I want to be healthy. Ask yourself, what does that actually look like? What does success mean to you? What does a healthy life feel like, day by day? Write your goals down, not in your head, on paper, on a board, on your phone. Seeing them turns them into something real. It's not enough to dream. You have to define the dream. Once your goals are defined, break them into pieces. Big dreams can feel overwhelming until you chunk them down into daily steps. You don't climb a mountain by jumping to the top. You take one step, then another. And those steps, taken consistently, make all the difference. Every morning, revisit your goals. Ask yourself, what one thing can I do today to move closer to them? It doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to be forward. A 5-minute action beats a 5-year plan sitting in your drawer. Also understand, goals evolve. Life changes. You grow. So don't be afraid to adjust. The goalpost may shift, but the habit of aiming must stay. Regularly review and realign. What mattered to you last year might not be what fulfills you now. Be flexible, not scattered, and don't keep your goals a secret from yourself. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins. This builds momentum and keeps your fire alive when things get tough, which they will. You must also guard your goals from distractions, doubts, and the opinions of others. Everyone has an opinion, but not everyone understands your mission. This is your life, your goals, your legacy. Working on your goals every day is not about pressure. It's about purpose. You're not running a race against anyone else. You're building a life that means something to you. 5. Your time. Guard it. Value it. Invest it. If life is a bank account, time is the currency you can never earn back. You can lose money and make it again. You can rebuild relationships. You can regain strength. But once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. That's why time is your most precious asset, and you must work on managing and protecting it every single day. Every person on this planet is given the same 24 hours in a day. What separates the fulfilled from the frustrated is not more time. It's what they do with the time they have. And the truth is, most people are not running out of time. They're wasting it. Start by being brutally honest with yourself. Where is your time actually going? If you tracked your day hour by hour, what would you see? Endless scrolling, distracted multitasking, busy work disguised as productivity. You don't need more hours. You need more focus. That begins with prioritization. What are your top 3 tasks that actually move you forward? What's urgent but not important? What can be delegated, delayed, or deleted altogether? Working on your time means learning to say no without guilt. Not every opportunity is worth your attention. Not every invitation deserves your presence. Protect your calendar like your peace depends on it, because it does. It also means working smarter, not just harder. Time management isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about being more intentional. Schedule your deep work when your mind is sharp. Take breaks to reset. Group similar tasks to avoid switching fatigue. And yes, rest is part of managing your time. Burnout steals more time than rest ever will. When you rest deliberately, you return sharper, faster, and more creative. Rest is not a reward, it's a responsibility. You must also audit your digital time thieves, endless notifications, shallow conversations, media rabbit holes. The world is designed to distract you. Every app, every alert, every scroll is fighting for your time. But time you give away without thinking is time you lose without return. Every day, ask yourself, is this how I want to spend my life? Because that's what you're doing, spending your life 1 hour at a time. Your goals need your time. Your health needs your time. Your family, your growth, your legacy, they all need your time. Spend it wisely. Invest it intentionally. Guard it fiercely. 6. Your relationships. Nurture them, honor them, protect them. No matter how ambitious your goals, how big your dreams, or how successful you become, life is ultimately about people. The quality of your relationships shapes the quality of your experience. Every day, you must invest time and energy into building, nurturing, and protecting the relationships that matter most. Human beings are wired for connection. You can have wealth, fame, and power, but without love, trust, and belonging, it all feels hollow. Strong relationships ground you. They remind you who you are and why it all matters. But just like anything valuable, relationships don't maintain themselves. They require consistent work. Start with your family and closest friends. These are the people who often see your unfiltered self, the ones who've stood by you through highs and lows. Don't take them for granted. Send a message, make the call, say the words, I appreciate you. I'm here for you. Thank you. Next, think about the people who inspire you. Mentors, coaches, colleagues, wise voices. Are you learning from them? Are you giving as much as you receive? Are you showing up with gratitude and humility? Great relationships are never one-sided. They thrive on mutual respect and growth. Also reflect on your social circle. Are the people around you pushing you forward or pulling you down? Are they feeding your soul or draining your spirit? The people you surround yourself with are mirrors and magnets. They reflect who you are and influence who you become. Choose them wisely. And don't forget about the energy you bring into your relationships. Are you present when you're with someone or distracted by your phone? Are you really listening or just waiting for your turn to talk? Are you building trust or eroding it with inconsistency? Every day, make an effort to be a better communicator. Speak honestly, listen deeply, forgive quickly, and express love freely. Let people know they matter before it's too late. Also understand that not every relationship is meant to last forever. Some connections are seasonal, some are lessons, and some are toxic. Working on your relationships also means having the strength to walk away from those that constantly bring chaos, disrespect, or pain. You can't grow in poisoned soil. Relationships are not about perfection. They're about presence. Not about always agreeing, but always caring. Not about keeping score, but keeping heart. Make time for the people who make time for you. Show up. Be consistent. Be kind. Because in the end, it's not what you achieve, but who you share it with that makes life truly rich. 7. Your finances. Control them, grow them, respect them. Money isn't everything, but how you manage it affects almost everything. Your ability to live freely, support your family, pursue your dreams, and even protect your peace is often tied to your financial well-being. That's why you must work on your finances every single day, even in small ways. Let's be clear. Money is a tool, not the goal. It's not about becoming obsessed with wealth, but about becoming responsible and conscious with the resources you have. Financial stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety, depression, broken relationships, and burnout. So when you take control of your money, you take back power over your life. Start with awareness. Know what's coming in and what's going out. Too many people avoid looking at their bank account like it's a source of shame. But avoiding your finances doesn't solve anything. It only magnifies the chaos. Face the numbers. Learn your habits. Track your spending. Know where every dollar is going. Then create a plan. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about intention. It's telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Set financial goals. Pay off debt. Save for emergencies. Invest for your future. Start small if you have to. What matters is consistency, not perfection. Financial discipline is a form of self-respect. It's choosing long-term stability over short-term impulses. It's skipping the unnecessary splurge so you can invest in the life you truly want. It's learning the difference between needs and wants, and making decisions that align with your values, not just your desires. Work daily to educate yourself about money. Read a few pages of a personal finance book. Watch a video on investing or budgeting. Talk to people who are financially wise. You don't have to become a financial expert overnight, but every small bit of knowledge compounds over time. And let's talk about earning. Whether you work a job, run a business, or pursue creative ventures, find ways to grow your income. Learn new skills. Increase your value. Don't settle for just getting by. You are not meant to live paycheck to paycheck forever. Financial freedom is built, not found. At the same time, never let money define your worth. You are more than your income. But how you handle money reflects how seriously you take your life. Money is a servant, not a master. Use it to build, to give, to grow. But never let it control your decisions or determine your self-esteem. Respect your money. Work on it. Think long-term. Because financial freedom doesn't just buy you things. It buys you options, peace, and time. 8. Your emotions. Understand them, manage them, honor them. Your emotions are not weaknesses, they are signals. Every feeling you experience is a message from within, trying to tell you something important. That's why one of the most powerful things you can work on daily is not suppressing your emotions, but understanding and managing them with maturity and awareness. Too many people walk through life reacting instead of responding, trapped in emotional autopilot, letting anger, fear, jealousy, or sadness control their words, their relationships, and even their future. But emotional mastery doesn't mean you never feel these things. It means you know how to navigate them. Start by checking in with yourself every day. Ask, what am I feeling? Where is this coming from? What triggered it? Don't judge the emotion. Just name it. Because when you can name it, you can start to tame it. Most people explode or implode because they've ignored too many emotional signals for too long. When something upsets you, pause before reacting. Take a breath. Step back. Choose your response instead of being ruled by impulse. This tiny moment of self-control can save you from regret, damaged relationships, and missed opportunities. Also, allow yourself to feel fully. Society often teaches us to hide emotions, to man up, stay strong, or get over it. But suppressing emotions doesn't make you stronger. It makes you numb. And what we bury alive eventually resurfaces, often in unhealthy ways. There's no shame in feeling sadness, fear, or uncertainty. These are human emotions, not flaws. What matters is how you process them. Journal. Talk to someone you trust. Meditate. Cry if you need to. Heal. When you honor your emotions, you start to heal what you used to hide. Equally important is the cultivation of positive emotions. Don't just manage stress. Make time for joy, laughter, gratitude, and peace. These aren't luxuries. They are fuel for your soul. Celebrate your wins. Sit with appreciation. Express love. Emotional health is not just about fixing the bad. It's about feeding the good. And remember, other people's emotions are not your responsibility, but your response to them is. Learn to set emotional boundaries. Learn to walk away from drama, manipulation, or emotional blackmail. You can be kind and still protect your peace. Working on your emotions daily doesn't make you soft. It makes you powerful. Because the more control you have over your inner world, the more strength you bring to your outer world. Emotional intelligence is not a skill. It's a superpower. 9. Your mindset. Shape it. Strengthen it. Guard it. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world, and ultimately, the filter through which you experience your life. It determines whether you see challenges as threats or opportunities, whether you give up or grow, whether you live in fear or walk in faith. That's why your mindset is not just something you have. It's something you must work on every single day. The truth is, life will test you. Things won't always go as planned. People will disappoint you. Plans will fall apart. And in those moments, it's not your education, your status, or your resources that will carry you. It's your mindset. A strong mindset begins with belief. Belief in yourself, your value, your voice, your vision. You don't have to know exactly how everything will unfold, but you do need to believe that it's possible. If you don't believe in your own ability, why should anyone else? That's why daily mental conditioning is non-negotiable. Feed your mind with positive, growth-oriented input. Read empowering books. Listen to powerful voices. Watch content that lifts you up instead of dragging you down. Your thoughts are like seeds. What you plant, you will eventually harvest. Start noticing your inner dialogue. What are you telling yourself when you fail? When you're tired? When someone criticizes you? Most people lose the battle in their own minds long before the world ever counts them out. So speak to yourself with power, with patience, with possibility. Every day, challenge limiting beliefs. The ones that whisper, I'm not good enough. I'll never make it. I always mess things up. These are lies that often stem from past wounds, not future truth. Replace them with stronger affirmations. I am learning. I am growing. I am capable. I am becoming. Also understand, a great mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about resilient thinking. Life won't always feel good, but a growth mindset knows how to turn pain into progress. When things fall apart, it doesn't ask, why me? It asks, what can I learn? Guard your mindset like it's sacred, because it is. That means protecting it from toxic environments, gossip, excessive negativity, and energy-draining habits. You become what you consume, and that includes what you allow into your thoughts. And remember, mindset is not about pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about believing that even when it's hard, you will find a way. Even when you're afraid, you can keep moving forward. Even when you fail, you can rise again. Your mindset shapes your future before your actions do. So, shape your mindset, and your life will follow. 10. Your faith or purpose. Seek it, strengthen it, stand in it. There is a part of you that no money can buy, no success can replace, and no fame can fill. It's the part that wakes up in the silence and asks, why am I here? What does it all mean? That part is your faith, your belief in something greater than yourself, or your purpose, the deeper reason you get out of bed each morning. And you must work on it every single day. Whether you find that grounding in spiritual faith, in divine connection, in your calling, or in a mission bigger than yourself, your purpose is your compass. It points you north when life pulls you in every direction. It reminds you that even in confusion, you're not lost, because there's meaning behind the movement. We live in a noisy world full of distractions. Everyone's chasing titles, likes, applause, validation. But none of that satisfies the soul for long. When the noise fades and the lights dim, it's your inner purpose, your connection to something eternal, that gives you peace. That gives you direction. That gives you identity. Purpose is not something you stumble upon once, and then you're set for life. It's something you cultivate, you refine it, you live it, you work on it, every day, through reflection, through service, through asking hard questions, through seeking answers in quiet places, and yes, through failure too. If you believe in God or a higher power, feed that faith daily. Pray, meditate, read sacred words, give thanks, ask for wisdom, listen in silence, trust when you can't see. A strong spiritual core will carry you when your strength runs out. If your sense of purpose is tied to a mission, a cause, or a personal calling, fuel it with clarity and action. Don't just think about it, live it. Serve people, build something, heal someone, speak truth, create beauty. Help in ways big or small. Purpose is found in giving, not just gaining. Also know this, you are not an accident. Your presence here matters. You were placed in this world, at this time, for a reason. And when you align your daily choices with that reason, you don't just survive, you thrive. You walk taller, speak bolder, love deeper. You become unstoppable, not because life is easy, but because you're anchored in meaning. And when hard days come, and they always do, it is your purpose that will pull you through the pain, and your faith that will hold you steady in the storm. My friends, these 10 areas aren't just tasks, they're pillars. Work on them daily, even for 10 minutes, and you'll see your life transform. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't ask, what do I have to do today? Ask, what am I building today? And then build, brick by brick. Thank you.